Ladies and gentlemen, I was threatened by a rollerblader. I want you guys to read this. I want you guys to read his message. I give you guys some time. Keep this in mind. This rollerblader named Chris Page would never say this in my face. But guess this, I want you guys to take a good read and make sure you read his message towards Jay, the person that financially supported him. He wants to make threats towards Jay and myself. Why? Ladies and gentlemen, K2 reached out to me because I've participated in a skate giveaway. I totally forgot about it. Peter from K2 contacts me and says, "You are the winner." I'm like, "Of what?" He's like, "You want a free pair of skates." I was like, "That's not what I wanted." But I want you in the audience to know that this rollerblader named Christopher Page, born 1986, mind you that. You upset a lot of people, Mr. Chris Page, trying to insert your business in my business. Ladies and gentlemen, K2 reached out to me to give her out. Mind you, they was going to give me the skates. I told him, no, I'm going to give the skates out to the community. So K2 sends out skates. I had them, right? And then now, Chris Page thinks everything that has to do with free skates, it's his business. My man, go to the copyright office and claim hashtag free skate giveaway. Ladies and gentlemen, I gave away free skates and I'm not even done. And this guy is trying to insert his business into my business, but he wants to threaten me. Ladies and gentlemen, this young man hasn't served his country, hasn't participated, he hasn't even donated $1 to any of the events that just took place this summer. He took advantage of all of us. He used Jay. Jay spent hundreds of thousands of dollars on this bro. And you want to make a threat. So now my audience are going to make some threats against you, Mr. Christopher Page. Since you want to try to convince rollerbladers I'm doing a shady thing by giving away skates that you had no participation in. You did not talk to Sarah from K2. I did. Some of the dogs off the leash. You know what happened last time, everybody? Fucking dog bit me. And I was just walking through the park. These people think they can just, mind you, it's against the law to put your dog off the leash on a public sidewalk. Look what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. I got attacked by a dog in a public park. But as I was saying, everybody, Chris Page is a rollerblader here in New York City. He doesn't work for Go Sports anymore because look at his attitude. You can't find any other work but rollerblading work. You got to insert your business in everyone else's business, right, Chris Page? Now you made a threat against someone that you can't compete. Now I'm going to deliver a cannon ass whooping and legal documents. Since you want to interfere in my business with K2 and everything I give away. Ladies and gentlemen, this rollerblader has no common sense. Mind you, you are not involved between me and K2's free skate giveaway. You're not involved. But he inserted himself, everybody. This is what I'm showing you. The message that he left Jay. He wants to threaten people. So now I'm going to threaten him. I guarantee you, he would not find a fucking job in this city for the rest of his life. You want to make threats? This is not the first time he made a threat against someone. He made a threat against Ray Mendez. Talk about Ray Mendez only wants Puerto Ricans in his GoFundMe program. He doesn't want black skaters. This is why I sue Ray. I take Ray to court. It's like, on what basis? You have no evidence. You're not smart. Stop talking. See, the last time I had this conversation with Chris, he was mad at Jay in July over some dumb shit from last year. And I was like, are you serious, bro? I was there. Let's be real, Chris. You did not put any money towards the food, the barbecue, or the fact that, like, who paid for the Uber to get the skates to the park? Jay and Freddie did. So what gives you the right to insert your business in my business? Or the fact that you think you can copyright claim hashtag free skate giveaway? Does that make any sense to anyone? This guy is fucking it's very delusional. So I'm just sharing what this guy did tonight, everybody. I gave away free skates. And now he wants to claim that I'm trying to steal. Steal what? What am I stealing from you, sir? I'm not stealing a damn thing other than K2 giving me skates to give out to the community. It's on this channel when I said I was going to give away these skates. And more skates to come. So what is your deal, Chris Page? Because you're fucking with the wrong cat. And you're about to get busted up real quick, homie. This is New York, friend. I don't even think you know who I am, bro. You should come to my skate park, our skate park, the unique skate park, and want to skate for fucking free. You're a bum. You're worse than I was. You're not even worse than I am. I'm not even close to you. You don't even have a proper education from the background check that I received. You got a GED? You got a nerve to talk to me like I'm your son? Like you gonna do something? You making threats, homie. You've been promised those threats. Because next threat you make, bro, it's gonna be the last words that come out your mouth. You're gonna be sipping through a straw. You hear me, Chris Page? I want everyone in New York City to know this man made a threat. Or because I'm doing the right thing, giving back to my fucking community. This is why no one wants to give you free stuff. No, this is why no one wants to send you any free products. You're not someone to be trusted. This is word from the community, from rollerbladers. You are not a person that people want to trust to send products to. You have a bad reputation, Chris, by selling shit. And I know this because people tell me, you sell shit. You sold shit last year. And it's supposed to be a free skate giveaway, but you sold shit. You're thieving. You're the thief here, bro. I want my audience to understand this guy's going to get his ass whooped on the 18 by me. You better bring your goons, bro. And then Jay was like, I don't think he's going to show up anyway. He's a freeloader. He's going to show up. Every time there's something, free skate giveaway or free something, he shows up. But he doesn't want to show up when there's a memorial unit by a rollerblader. He doesn't want to show up when there's a fundraiser. He doesn't want to show up when we're doing cancer survival or anything that's disease related to the body. He does not want to participate in those events. He only shows up when there's free shit, free food, free drinks. So, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, me and Jay were threatened by Chris Page because Chris Page wants to insert himself in my business. And mind you, K2 and I have our personal business. We want to give skates to you, not to him. We want to give it to you. He thinks every skate that comes into everyone's possession is his. He has a delusional fucking fixation. This is why, man, when I see you again, bro, this time I'm going to knock every teeth out your mouth. I'll make sure you won't be talking. Because this guy pisses me off. Last time, everybody, he inserted himself in my business between me and Billy O'Neill. He had no business to it. He knew he had no business to it. The second time he did it, he wanted to insert himself because I wanted to participate and help Franco and Jay with financials. Because he ain't buying no food. He ain't buying shit. He's not buying a damn thing for anyone. He hasn't bought food for the events this year. He hasn't bought a single dime. He hasn't paid for storage. He owes back rent to Franco. So with that said, everyone, I know everything about this guy. He's a con artist. He's a fraudulent motherfucker. This is why you don't work for Ghost Sports anymore. People starting to see who you really are. You're a two-facer. You're a triple agent, bro. Like I said last time. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just letting you know, on October 18th, I'm going to this Blade Games for Halloween. He said he wants to beat my ass. So I want to see him do that. Come on, man. I want to see you insert yourself in my business one more time. Like I said, everyone, he has nothing to do with between me and K2. This is why no one likes you, bro. How about you help Franco deliver all those skates to fucking Ecuador? Oh, you don't got no money. But guess what? I donated 3 times. And you telling me you can't donate, motherfucker? All right, ladies and gentlemen. You see what I mean? When someone tries to step on your glory and try to take your thunder, this is the exact person that does this. Yeah, go find him on Instagram, everybody. Give him your 2 cents. Because this motherfucker is about to he's about to get knocked out. Like I knocked out the other motherfucker. Chris Page, bro, you out of your depth. And you know you are. For you to come out your mouth and say, I'm trying to steal your mind you, you don't copyright hold anything. You don't even have legal representation, bro. So, ladies and gentlemen, I don't like to be threatened. Especially by any of these fucking rollerbladers. And every rollerblader just told me tonight, like, yo, Panda, don't flip out of the blade because that's Franco's event. Franco's going to get mad at you. I'm sorry, Franco, but if he shows up, I'm swinging, bro. He got no right to threaten me over something that has nothing to do with him. Like I said, he just wants to insert himself in everyone else's fucking business. You ain't God, bro. You're not a pro skater. You are amateur. Let me ask you something, Chris Page. Can you do a rodeo 540? Nope. Can you do any fucking spins other than 540? You can't do a rodeo 540 or flat spin 540, a back flip, a front flip. You can't do a misty flip? Okay, I give you an easy one, a Miller flip. A Miller flip is when you do a front flip, back flip, but you put your hand on the ramp. You touch it for a minute. That's called a Miller flip. You can't even do that, bro? And you got the nerve to talk to me? As if you pay for those skates? Sarah and Peter from K2 send me those skates. And then sending me more skates. You know what? I digress, everyone. I just want you guys to know I was threatened tonight by about another rollerblader. Now, this rollerblader's about to get his teeth knocked out. So, you can reach out to him on Instagram. This is why I left the message so you can find him on Instagram. He thinks he's top notch. If you're top notch, how about you just repay back Jay all the money that he spent on you? How about you pay Franco back his back rent money that you owe him? Exactly. And you got the nerve to insert your business in my business? Get the fuck out of here.